Hey, I did a bunch of sound checks to make sure the volume was okay, and every time the music was kinda too loud and the mic was kinda too low, so I turned up the mic volume, I turned down the game volume, and apparently I overdid it. So the mic volume is a bit loud in this one. I'm sorry. I'll get it fixed properly to the next time. At least you can hear me this time. Enjoy. Please, enjoy. It's an awesome game. Oh, and I kinda read in a weird way. I'm not used to reading this much. And this really is a reading game. But yeah, thank you. Enjoy. Yeah! Okay, so the music stops, of course. Oh well. Mark. I made it. Made it. I leap past the front door. I leap past the front door. As the clock strikes 8, I inhale a lungful of December air that usually hurts your lungs and you start coughing. Ah, you are so pretty. Not bad, Mark. Not bad at all. You were taking so long with your bag that I thought I'd really have to put the gloves on. I thought you were going to leave me if I took too long. I was only kidding. Leave my only brother alone to walk to school on such a cold, cold day? I couldn't. Because you're an angel, right? And yet you can't practice your anime fighting techniques on me. And yet you can? Well, when you look at it that way... Damn. But you know, mastery of the material arts can be extremely important. It sure can, I guess, kinda. What does that have to do with anything? It's important, really. Yeah, I need to lower... Ow. Damn, sitting so low. Yeah, I know. Self-defense and all that. No, not just self-defense. It's an extra weapon in your arsenal. What? You have a star. Okay, picture this. Imagine that you're fighting against an enemy who already knows your techniques. And why would I be doing that? Because the person challenged you. Because he kidnapped the princess. Use your fucking imagination. But what's the... But what if the princess in the other cat... Then you'll just have to go look for her. Ouch. Anyway, let's say you end up in a combat with someone who knows that you're good with long-ranged weapons, like a crossbow. They already know your weakness. All they have to do is dash forward and fight at a closer range. The archer won't be able to react fast enough, and the attacker will have the advantage. Oh, but what if you're using a mid-ranged weapon like a lance? A lance? Well, that's easy. A well-trained warrior would be proficient with both bows and axes. And everyone knows that the axe beats the lance. True. But then, couldn't you just learn magic and attack from a distance? Yes. But what if your enemy knows that you're a magician? A skilled axe wielder would eliminate you with a single strike, no critical necessary. Every magician needs an ace up his sleeve, sure. And that ace is the material arts. That's one option. You see, damn music, man. You see, magicians draw their power eternally, not externally. Jesus. Magic, unlike sorcery, flows through the natural internal circuit before it can be used in the form of a spell. The use of these circuits can drain much of an amateur's magical energy, resulting in the weakening of the magus's combat ability. In this scenario, even a trained magus, magus, it's so close to my friend's name, you just need to add an N. And we got magus would be susceptible. Magus would be susceptible to the attacks of an ordinary human, much more so if said human is skilled in hand-to-hand combat. Though it is an unlikely scenario, it would be prudent for a magus to... Come on, I quick saved. Cool. Come on. Enough with the info dumps. She almost broke the textbook. Aww. Fine. I don't need you. You don't think so, but you actually do need me. I like you. And I like your red coat jacket thing. She clicks the Twitter icon on her phone and runs away. I need to move the mouse. Okay, I may have been a bit hard on her back there. But this isn't a bad outcome either. You'd think the streets would be a bit more busy in the morning, but no one ever passes by here. It's hard to get used to if you're from the city, but I've lived in the suburbs my whole life, and I like the peace and quiet. It's nice. Let your mind wander. How does this mouse get out of here? I kept it in. Stay there. Oh. Let your mind wander to things you'd rather avoid. Mark? Huh? What was that? Oh. She looked nice. I look around and momentarily spot a figure. Mouse, what are you doing? But it disappears before my eyes. Strange. She looked familiar. Meh. That's what I say. Meh. I don't care. Meh. It can't be that important. 2 weeks later, I would look back on that moment as the first in a series of very, very silly assumptions. Fucking mouse. Oh, hi, Lucas. Mark, you're actually early. Yeah, I never am. I'm always like 5 minutes late. But that's because of the fucking train. This is not my fault. A familiar voice welcomed me in from the cold. It is Lucas, and he is a handsome young man. In front of me stands a young man I've known since the beginning of high school. and sometimes wished I didn't know. On time is more like it. We have barely 5 minutes until the bell. That's still an accomplishment coming from you. Oh, hi, Lillian. Well, you look like a nice girl. Oh, hey, did you bring your notes for the presentation? What presentation? I thought that was gonna... My other friend, Lillian, voices her question politely, unlike a certain little sister. Well, Rin was on the computer until midnight and my laptop needed recharging and your house was constructed without power outlets, of course. Silence. Fine, I'll print them out at lunch. And there goes the bell. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually looking forward to a boring lecture if it means I can relax. The teacher's voice drones on. No one's in the classroom, so I decided to sleep and on. I only know of one way to escape. Through the window! No, jumping out the window. Oh! I was right. Jumping out the window might have long-term consequences. Though, so I'll... Jumping out the... Wait. Jumping out the window might have long-term consequences, though, so I'll content myself with staring out. Oh, I was on the right path. Whenever I'm bored at school, I always like looking out at the weather and thinking about how I would rather be anywhere but here. I do that too, except I look at my computer, because we sit with our computers. That's fucking nice. I'm just watching skating and YouTube videos all day. Although fortune has treated me with nothing but a sadistic little sister and a pile of unfinished homework this morning, so maybe I'm better off in class after all. Mark. Am I hearing things? Mark! It's just like this morning. Is this someone's stupid idea of a prank? I'm sure it's just some kid with nothing better to do with their time, but... Oh. She's got purple hair. I kinda have a thing for purple hair. I'm sure it's just some kid with nothing better to do. But oh. I can't forget that. Alright. I know what I have to do. Pinpointing the source of the sound and spin around and glare at my target. She's not getting away this time. Duh! The class stares at me. Lucas turns around. I sit back down. Awkwardly. Lunch, finally. No matter how many years pass, nothing beats the taste of cold meat and what? Cold meat. And freedom. It's quiet. Lucas audibly, and I follow. I still don't know how Rin can sacrifice her lunch break to study for a test when she hardly ever studies at home. It's far from the strangest thing she's done. Point taken. Dots. Hey there, smartass. So, how's that game I lent you? Oh, right. To be honest, I'm not really into those dating They're not dating sims if they don't have statics. Whatever, man. It doesn't matter. I'll check it out when I get time. Right now I'm busy with... I was about to say schoolwork, but that lie won't last a second. Stuff. I fucking love stuff. That's what I say all the time. I'm doing stuff. I'm sorry, I'm doing stuff. Yeah, exactly. Stuff. Whoa, you have wide eyes. Mark, you do know what this means, don't you? I really think I can see the sunlight glint off of those glasses. Yeah, I sure can. Wow. This means that you have yet to experience modern Japanese visual culture in all its glory. Can you please shut the f*** up? Jesus. Surely, you've found yourself taking a peek at Rin's DVD collection at some point in the past 16 years. Haven't you ever felt discontented with the path the story takes? I'll take that as a no. Protagonists always have plot armor in suspense stories, and the main heroine always wins in romances. Even aside from being dumped? Dumb? You're so dumb. Dumped. Even aside from being dumped down by the awkward transition between two inherently different mediums, haven't you ever felt like the story isn't working? Does it not feel like the main character is a brainless idiot and that you could do so much better, do a much better job than him? Haven't you ever felt like giving the idiotic protag a punch in the face and telling him to choose the shy, innocent library girl over the decideful Oni-chan Chera who can't, ow, my shoulder hurts, go on a date without thinking about her little brother? What? This statement may contain a slight amount of bias. Fuck, I did it again. At any rate, there's only one solution to the problem. To problems like these. So sorry, I read like a retard. You play the game. I keep pressing the fucking arrows. Dots. I sense an evil chuckle as he finishes. As if he wants to add, and soon you'll be just like me. Well, like I said, I'll get to it eventually. Lucas kicks his feet up. It really is a good game though. And the school uniforms kinda resemble ours, don't you think? As much as I hate to admit it, he's right. Our school isn't famous for its elaborate uniforms that don't match its academic reputation. That isn't going to make me play it any faster. Then I'll bother you every day until you do. Smartass. Do you dare to underestimate my persistence? The bell signals the end of lunch, and we head back to class. Away from each other, thankfully.